Ireland have just released their team for the opening game of the Six Nations, and honestly, Ireland fans, you should probably be very excited. It's a lot of different names, different players, not the usual guys you get from Ireland, but that's what makes it really exciting. So let's go right through it. Lochman at 1, Sheehan at 2, Clarkson at 3, Joe McCarthy at 4, Tide Byrne at 5, Cian Pendergast at 6, Josh van der Vliet at 7, Caelan Doris at 8, Jameson Gibson Park at 9, Sam Prendergast at 10, Jacob Stockdale at 11, Stuart McCloskey 12, Gary Ringrose 13, Tommy O'Brien 14, Jamie Osborne 15, Ronan Kelleher 16, Milner 17, Beelum 18, James Ryan 19, Jack Conan at number 20, number 21 Timony, 22 Craig Casey, and number 23 Jack Crowley. So let's get right into it. So first of all, these are not the usual selections, and many Irish fans have been asking for this for a long time now. So it's really exciting to see different names, different faces, and yes, you might think now that Ireland are probably not the favourites for this game, but this team can still get the job done. I mean, it's going to be a very important game for the inexperienced players, especially for the inexperienced front row players like Lochman and Clarkson. I think France really pride themselves at scrum time, so it's going to be really interesting to see that dynamic and to see how it goes. But, I mean, throwing these guys into the deep end like this is probably one of the best things you can do for young guys like this or inexperienced guys like this. I think if they can have a solid scrum day at the office for scrum time, then it could be a really good game for Ireland. I think the same goes for the back three as well. A bit of an inexperienced back three. Yes, the guys have had caps, but maybe not together. But Tide Byrne at lock is a very interesting choice, but it makes this forward pack a lot more mobile, a lot more versatile. If you think about it, Joe McCarthy is a really versatile lock. Tide Byrne normally plays on the flank recently, so it's good to see him at lock again. It opens up for a guy like Cian Pendergast, who's been in incredible form recently. Then you have a guy like Caelan Doris and Josh van der Vliet, who are really mobile, versatile players. This Ireland forward pack, if you add Dan Sheehan to that as well, is a really mobile forward pack, and they have some really good athletes, guys that are good in the wide channels. So if the game does become an open game the way France probably want to play it, I think this forward pack is more than okay, more suited for it. And in fact, I think they could actually thrive in a scenario like that. Obviously, going onto the back line, Prendergast gets a nod at 10. He's been good recently. I think a lot of people hate on him a bit, probably for some other reasons, like maybe he's kicking at goals, but the coach would not pick him. Andy Farrell would not select him if they didn't believe in him that he could do something good. He's obviously been working with the likes of Johnny Sexton recently, and once things really click for Prendergast, he could be very dangerous off the kicking tee. And I think you have to give it to him. His open play, the way he manages the attack, the way he creates for other players has been really good recently for Leinster, so you have to give him that. And I think giving him the keys to go in France could be a very valuable learning lesson for him and some of the other players in this team. I think I'm really, really happy that Jacob Stockdale's finally been rewarded for his form. I mean, he's been so good for Ulster, and I was honestly thinking they were going to play James Lowe. I thought, honestly, I was going into this game, if you saw my other selection video previously, I know a lot of you guys did. Thank you so much for watching that. To all the Irish fans, it's great to have you guys on the channel, but I honestly thought they were going to go for the stock standard selections, like the normal, starting like James Ryan, and then Finlay Beeler maybe getting a start, or Tide Furlong, and like all those guys in the back line. I thought they were going to play the usual suspects, the usual guys, but it's really good to see guys like Jacob Stockdale getting rewarded for their form. Obviously, there's a few guys like Tom Stewart, Edwin Adogbo, who I would have liked to see, but I'm sure they'll get a lot of opportunities throughout the tournament. But I think this is a really exciting team for Ireland. And I mean, just looking at that backline, there's a lot of excitement. There's a lot of game changers there. Yes, if you look at the front three in the team, the two props, the back three, they probably don't have that much experience together, but it's good to chuck them in the deep end, especially in France, which is probably the toughest place to play in Europe. If you're thinking about international rugby in Europe, going to play in France right now is probably the toughest thing you can do in European rugby, especially international rugby in Europe. So that's going to be a very good challenge for these guys, but they can always just learn from this and get better from it. I mean, what would you rather do? For instance, would you rather these guys play against two-tier nations and destroy them every single time, or go to France, get tested at the highest level against probably some of the best guys in their position, are going up against those guys, and come out better and maybe even win some of those battles? And if Ireland win this game, that could be one of the best wins they've had in recent years. So there's only positives to take from this, and I do think Ireland probably doesn't become the favorite now for this game after this. But if you look at the team, the backbone of the team is still the same. You still have Sheehan, you still have Joe McCarthy, you still have Tydeburn, you still have Kalen Doris, Josh van der Vliet, you still have Jameson Gibson Park, you still have the likes of a Gary Ringrose. Stuart McCloskey's been amazing for Ulster. So that backbone and the spine of the team is still the same. There's just other guys that are really exciting and on form that these guys can help have a good game, put them into the right areas. And I think there's a few game changers here as well. I mean, Jacob Stockdale, we've seen what he can do at this level. And I mean, that back three for Ireland is so good, and I'm really excited to see them. So obviously, looking at the bench, seeing there's some players you don't usually see, but that is exciting for Ireland. And I think Crowley on the bench alongside Casey adds a bit of cohesion coming on. They could be a game changer together when they do come on. Say now, Jameson Gibson Park and Prendergast play their 60 minutes. They do well to grind them out. If they're having a great game, keep them on. If things are starting to go against them, you can put on a combination that knows each other as well. Craig Casey and Jack Crowley. They can come on, they know each other, they know the team, they know the setup. They've been game changers for Munster as well. So I do like having combinations on the bench as well. Perfect example of look at South Africa. Kobus Reiniger, Sasha and Gomezulu have become a really good combination. Look at the bench, Grant Williams and Mani Lebok have become a very good combination off the bench. So keep those combinations together and it really works. So obviously on the bench, you got the likes of a Kelleher, Beelum, Ryan, Conan, Casey and Crowley are all seasoned players at international level. So it's not like you have an inexperienced bench. Yes, you have a few inexperienced players dropped in there. I would like to see Edwin Adogbo. I'm going to say that again, but I think he will get more opportunities. It's good dropping these inexperienced players in with the experienced guys at this highest level and see what they can do. Chuck them in the deep end, but not completely as a young squad. That's what was probably hard for Wales. They got chucked in as a whole fresh squad of players, inexperienced players, and were asked to do something with that. And of course they weren't going to do it. But there's something that like New Zealand and South Africa have been doing recently is putting inexperienced players in with the seasoned guys, and they watch how they just grow and grow and grow. I mean, a perfect example is like a Ruan Norkia. Chuck them in the deep end there, Ulrich Low. Now they've become almost seasoned, experienced players at that level because they've been playing with those more experienced guys, so it's really good. It would have been good to see some other guys get an opportunity like a Tom Stewart, but I'm pretty sure they will get a lot of opportunities going forward. But overall, this is a very, very exciting team selection, and it's going to be very difficult for Ireland to get the win, but they can do it. They definitely can, and if they do, it will be one of their best wins in recent memory. I'm personally, as a neutral, as you can see, I'm a neutral, excited for this game from Ireland's perspective, and I think Ireland fans should be very excited about this team selection. I mean, there's game changers all over the park. Some of the experienced players are playing really good rugby at the moment. I mean, Josh van der Vliet is looking better. Kalen Doris will get back to his best. Tydeburn at lock adds a lot more. He can be a lot more mobile and versatile. He plays like a flank, so having a forward pack like that is really exciting as well. And I think if France try to play their usual game of just playing whatever they see, playing around the fringes, trying to open the game up, make it fast, I honestly think this Ireland team can hang with them there, and I think they could honestly thrive there. I honestly do. I'm very excited about this Ireland team, and I'm not even an Ireland fan, so this is really exciting for you guys, for the Irish fans. So good luck to you guys, and I will do a bit of a preview before the game to see who I think will win, what I think will happen, some of the key matchups. I will also be doing a combined 23 of putting the two team lists next to each other and deciding who I think is the best 23, but that'll come out probably later today or as soon as France release their team, guys, so stay tuned for that. And if you do enjoy the content, guys, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. We're going to be doing all the games. We're going to be doing player ratings as well for all the Six Nations games. So if you are an Ireland fan, I will be doing a player ratings for all your players, completely unbiased, neutral player rating. So if you guys do agree or disagree with some of the things I say, please let me know in the comments down below. I love talking rugby with you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.